Good morning, Success Saturday. Hi, Angie. How are you? Oh, I know it's early for you. Thank you so much for being on. Hi, Vicky. How are you today, Vicky? Yes, it is a good day today. It's nice and sunny. The weatherman's talking about 90 degrees. 90 degrees. You see, I have long sleeves on because it's going to take me a minute to realize that it's getting hot outside. It's so good to see everyone. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Tell the fast I say, come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all. Like Tabitha Brown say, y'all. Come on in the room. Hey, Mama Michelle, how are you? Good morning. Yes, beautiful people. I love that. Good morning, beautiful people, my success tribe, my community of lovelies. So glad to see you all. All right, so I do have something to tell you. I have to get off early today because I'm working. I have to do something for work today. So, and my glasses are always crooked, y'all. I have to do something for work today. So I have to get off at like close to 10:15. So Vicky, you did such a great job for me last time. Can you do the same thing this time? Make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth. Can you do the same thing this time and ping me when it's 10:10? Ping me when it's 10:10, okay? All right, y'all. We are in the middle of our spiritual wellness series. I'm so excited about this series. It's just dear to my heart because I really take spiritual wellness seriously. Thank you, Vicky. So last week we talked about salt, and today I'm going to talk about light. And as you can guess, I have gotten this concept from the Bible, from Mathew 5:13 and 14, that talks about us being the salt and the light. So last week, if you missed last week, that's okay. That's okay. If you missed last week, go ahead on over to Lakisha Loves to Plan and hit my playlist of Success Saturday videos and go to the very latest one. And you will see everything we talked about salt. I broke out salt. We broke salt down, okay? Now we're going to do the same thing with light today. We're going to break down light because if Jesus in the Bible said that we should be salt and light, then we should have its likeness. So what does that mean? So we're going to talk about that today. But, y'all, before we talk about that today, y'all know I got to do some housekeeping. So Success Saturday, our signature thing is that you must bring a pen and paper. That's right. Because I have my pen and paper and I use my journal, and I want you to use your journal too. So if you have a journal, if you have pen and paper, even if you just use your phone, y'all, that's okay. Just use your phone. I don't care. Just use anything because I want you to capture these nuggets. And that's signature too. We talk about nuggets. Nuggets means good information. And sometimes you might get McDonald's nuggets. You be like, okay, I already know that. But sometimes then you be getting those Chick-fil-A nuggets. You be like, ooh, that was so good. Okay. So that's why we say we're just getting all the nuggets over here on Success Saturday. And if you don't know, we have a Facebook group. Y'all, I want you to go on over there. If you have been watching me and you like these videos, join our community in the Success Saturday Circle Facebook group, okay? Because we give out freebies over there. We give out daily inspiration over there, and it is just a thriving community. And lastly, thank you so much for purchasing my book. If you have not purchased my book yet, go ahead and do that. Try Success. It won't bite. I promise you, it's an easy read, and it will help you catapult yourself into the next stage of your life. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hello, T Bradley family. Is that Mimi? Am I saying your name right? Tell me your name again. Oh my gosh. I know it starts with an M. Big thumbs up. Yes, please like and give Success Saturday a thumbs up if you think this is a video that is worth watching for others. All right. We got all that out the way. I'm kind of rushing because I got to get off early, y'all. So let's go back a little bit to what we talked about, salt and light. I got it from the scripture in the Bible. So I have my Bible here. This is my big study Bible. I have my Bible here, and I'm just going to read really quickly Matthew 5, 13 and 14. It says, "You are the salt of the earth." Talking about you. Not none more. We talking about you. You're the salt of the earth. But if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. Now, spiritual wellness, y'all, spiritual wellness. Let's talk about this for a minute. To be well spiritually, you cannot feel like you have been, I don't know, my lipstick is acting up, y'all. Y'all please tell me if y'all got to be good friends and tell me if I got lipstick on my teeth, okay? All right. But you cannot be trampled under anybody's feet and feel fulfilled spiritually. So just keep that in mind. Being trampled over causes you to fill a void spiritually, okay? So we don't want to be trampled under anybody's feet. We want to be the salt. You are the light of the world. Now, that's what we're talking about today. That's what we're talking about today, y'all. You, not anybody else. You are the light of the world. Let me say that again. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. So if you're trampled under people's feet, you can't be salt. If you are hidden under a basket, we're going to talk about that today. I don't want any of you all to be hidden under a basket. Spiritual wellness means that somebody sees you, your gifts, your talent. You are seen. We're going to talk about that. If you're hidden under a basket, if you have a lot of gifts and talents, but you don't share them with anybody, you're not seen, you're not really being your full totality of light. And are you really practicing spiritual wellness? I'm not talking about the wellness that everybody's talking about, the physical wellness. We talked about that already. I'm talking about this wellness right here. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Good to see you. Diamond, if I gave you diamonds and pearl. Hi, Diamond. Did I miss anybody? Oh my goodness, I have everybody on. So exciting. Trika. Hi, Trika. Good morning. Yay, I got my tribe on. Yeah, so I just started our discussion about light. We talked about salt last week. We're going to talk about light. And remember, last week I broke out salt. Yeah, I broke out salt. I took all the salt out of my kitchen. I was like, how are we like salt? And we just really broke that down. And we was like, well, you know what? Salt heals. If you use Epsom salt, you know how your bones ache or your muscles ache, and you're like, man, I need to soak in a bath of Epsom salt. You know what I'm saying? The salt is used to heal. Okay, it's used to heal. So you have to make sure that you are healing others. Like when you come around, you are a healing agent to others. All right. And we talked about spiritual wellness. I was surprised, y'all. When I looked up spiritual wellness, I realized it was not about just me internally. Spiritual wellness is about what you give to others. It's about your relationship with others. Did y'all know that? A huge part of you feeling fulfilled spiritually is that you're not keeping everything inside, is that you're sharing. So that's why we talked about salt being a healer, and how are you sharing your healing agents? If you are salt, how are you sharing those healing agents? We also talked about spiritual wellness being a sense of purpose, a sense of purpose. So that's what we're going to talk about today with light, y'all. What gives you your sense of purpose? Okay, and so those things are wrapped up in your gifts and your talents. You should shine like a city on a hill. How do you shine? You got to be seen. Somebody has to see you. Do you know a lot of people are not seen in the world. Nobody knows who they are. Nobody realizes their gifts and their talents. Have you ever felt like you were in a room full of people, but you were not seen? Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful that you could be in a room full of people and nobody sees you? That is not spiritual wellness. And it's not a vain thing like, I want everybody to see me and I want everybody to see what I got on in my outfit. No. That's very immature. We're not talking about that, okay? We're talking about your ability to use your gifts and talents, your God-given gifts and talents, to help others, to be a light in darkness. Okay, let me give y'all an explanation here. I got this light. I hope I'm not blinding y'all, but my 5-year-old loves playing with this light. I don't know why. It's just a simple flashlight, y'all. But this light will shine in darkness. He loves playing with this. My 5-year-old loves playing with this in the dark, because in the dark he can see, and this light navigates him, right? So if we're called to be a light in a world that's full of darkness, it makes people happy. So let me get into what I want to get into. Take out your pen and paper, y'all. We're going to break this down. Take out your pen and paper. And I wanted to share a couple more scriptures with you. So I read Mathew 5:13. I also want you to write the scripture down so you can look at it for yourself. Write down Psalms 18:28. Psalms 18:28 says, "You, Lord, keep my lamp burning light." You, Lord, keep my lamp burning light, right? My God turns my darkness into light. So God gives us peace, and he expects us to give peace to others. Just like when we talked about salt, God is the creator. He created us. He expects us to be creative and season the world, right? And be a flavor when we come and help people and love on people. When you're salt, you love on people, right? So the same thing with light. God wants us to be light, just like he is light to us. He wants us to be light to other people. Come on, y'all, talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat if you think this is something that you agree with or you're trying to be. Come on, give me some examples of how you are seeking to be light for other people. Talk to me in the chat. I want to give you one more scripture. It is Psalms 119:30, and it says, "The unfolding of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple." The unfolding of your words give light, and it gives understanding to the simple. That is your ability to talk light into someone, to whisper sweetness into someone's ear. When you do that, it not only helps that person, it helps you. It helps your spiritual wellness. This is fascinating. I haven't heard anybody talk about wellness like this. That spiritual wellness is what I do for others. Spiritual wellness is how I show up. Spiritual wellness is how I flavor the world. I haven't heard anybody talk about it like this. So I want to encourage you today. I'm coming to not condemn anybody, not to act like I know everything, because I don't. And I can be more salt and light myself. To be honest, I sure can. Sometimes I don't feel like being salt and light. Sometimes I feel like being darkness. And sometimes I feel like being very bitter when I don't want to season nobody. Okay? I just keep it real. But you don't want to be like that all the time. You want to be able to feed your being and feed your soul and feed your spiritual wellness. And the only way you can do that is to not be bitter and not be darkness, but be salt and be light. Y'all got me? I hope y'all got what I'm saying. All right, so Let's do some fun stuff with light now. Let's do some fun stuff with light. Who can tell me, and I got a list right here of what I wrote down, but who can tell me different things that emits light? Am I saying that right? Emit light. Okay, for example, I'm gonna give y'all one. Y'all can't use this one. You can't use this one. The sun. The sun is something that gives light. What else gives light? What else emits light? Okay, the sun gives light. Come on, y'all, tell me. What else? What else gives light? Because we're going to talk about what all of these things have in common. Because that's us. Okay, Jesus said, you are the salt of the earth and you are the light of the world. Because so the sun has some characteristics that we should have, right? What else emits light? The moon. Yes, thank you, Angie. Brenda said a glow stick. Yes. Vicky said a lamp. Yes. Keep them coming. Keep it coming. I wrote down a firefly. A firefly. You know, at night when you see those beautiful little fireflies, they emit light. Theodore Linda, come on. She said me. That's what we're talking about today, Theodore Linda. Yes, you. What else emits light? I also wrote down fire. Fire emits light. You just do a torch. Torches emit light. What else? What else coming out the sky? We said the sun, the moon, something else that comes out of the sky emits light. What is it, y'all? All right, while y'all answering that, what comes out the sky that emits light? Lightning bugs, yes. Candles, yes. Stars, thank you, Angie. Stars for sure. What about lightning? Lightning too. Y'all, did y'all realize all this stuff, all this light comes from the sky? We got the sun, we got the moon, we got stars, we got lightning. All those things come from the sky. That's light that comes from the sky. It's heavenly. Come on, y'all. Let's get a little deep with this one right here. The light that is emitted from the sky is heavenly. And the creator that created that light that emits from the sky put the same characteristics in you. Put the same qualities in you. Ooh, isn't that good? Isn't that good? I have the same qualities as the sun. I have the same qualities as the moon. I have the same qualities as lightning. I have the same characteristics of the stars. How wonderful is that? Isn't that spiritual encouragement? I love it. There's other things. You got glowworms, you got explosives and bombs, you have solar. I wrote this stuff down. You have solar things, you have electricity, you have radiation. So these are some of the other things. Okay, now we have listed all of these wonderful things that have light. They have qualities. And these are the same qualities that you have. So take out your pen and paper because you're going to write down 7 qualities of light. And really 7 qualities that you should have to have spiritual wellness. So these are the same qualities as in light are the same qualities that you're going to have spiritual wellness. Okay. All right. So number 1. The first quality of light that I want to talk about is intensity. Look at this light. Isn't that really intense? Like if you just keep looking at it and look at anything else, it's kind of too intense, right? So light has intensity. The intensity causes people to see it. So you as a person of light, you must have intensity. You must have intensity, not in a negative way, in a positive way. When somebody sees you, you have to make sure that your gifts and talents and your personality and your presence is intense. Somebody should know you are in the room. Don't hide in the corner. You are not increasing your spiritual wellness by hiding in a corner. No. Go out and show somebody who you are. Intensity. You should be intense, not in a negative way, in a positive way. People should know that you are in the room. So what can you do? This is a question for you to answer. Thank you, Vicky. Yes, thank you. Hi, Lavinia. Yes, it's true. Welcome, Lavinia. Yes. How can you be more intense? And let me tell you something. I'm not talking about you go to a party, everybody got to know you in the party. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're in the grocery store and you walk past somebody. Do you smile and say hello? That's intensity, y'all. That's the little things. The little things. Add it up. You know, I remember this man when I was a little girl. I grew up, you all know my story. I grew up really poor in a really like underserved neighborhood. And it was just very tumultuous as a child, right? But I remember this man, he would walk up and down the street singing, and his voice sounded like an angel. And he was dirty, and you could tell he's probably homeless, but he could sing. And so that man was intense. And I remember him. As a child, I still remember this man. And he would make me feel so good inside when I heard his voice. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you have to be seen in a crowd and be loud and boisterous. No. I'm talking about giving your all, showing your light to someone because you edify them. You make them feel good. And guess what? When you make them feel good, it makes you feel good. Spiritual wellness. Okay? All right. That's number one. Number two is light emits. Can you see that? Wait a minute. Color. Light emits color. Angie says, that is a great story how that man blessed you with what he had, his voice. Ooh. Yes, Angie, don't make me cry up in here. Don't make me cry. Yes. He may not thought he had anything in this world. He didn't have a house, a roof over his head. He didn't have anything, but he had his voice. And he made it intense, and we heard it. He did not keep his voice to himself. If you can sing, don't just sing in the shower. Let somebody hear you. Sing to your children. Sing to your best friends on their birthday. So have intensity like light. All right, number two, light emits color. I love this. There's different kind of colors. There's all different colors in the rainbow and spectrums and classes. You mix red and blue makes green and all this stuff. Color. Light can be any color. You can make light all kinds of colors. I got red lights downstairs from Christmas, y'all. I got red lights, Christmas lights. Christmas lights got all the color, right? So I love colorful lights. I got Christmas lights on my tree right here. It's just not lit up. Okay. But what I want to say is that you need to be like light and emit color. And what I mean by that is your talents and your gifts. Everybody's different. Everybody has different talents and gifts. Your color is your difference. All of us emit different colors. We emit different talents. We emit different gifts. And they are God-given talents and they're God-given gifts. Now you're like, aren't gifts and talents the same thing? No. Talent is a natural ability or natural skill. A gift is what it says. A gift has been given to you by God. It's something that you have inherited from your creator, right? So go ahead and be like the different colors, be like the Christmas light. Show everybody your gifts and talents. You have them. There's no human on this world who can't use the bathroom once they get a certain age. You know, once you start walking and talking from the age 2 on, you should be able to use the bathroom. And there's nobody on this earth without gifts and talents. We may criticize our gifts and talents. We may not like our gifts and talents or not use our gifts and talents. But everybody has gifts and talents. You have color. You have color. So love in color. Love people with your gifts. Love people with your talents. Spiritual wellness. Hi, Ernesto. Instead of spiritual wellness, you should try spiritual weight loss. Oh, okay. Somebody need to block that person right there. Somebody block that person for me. Ernesto, I need a block. Okay, thank you. So, oh my gosh, let's move forward to the next thing. Number 3, softness. Softness, everybody. I'm going to show you this light again. This light gets intense and it gets soft. Look at that. The light, thank you, Vicky. The light gets intense and it gets soft. Oh my gosh, y'all, that is amazing. You mean to tell me I don't always have to be intense? No. You can also be soft. And softness, I equate to being peaceful. You know, when people come around you, they should feel a level of peace. You know how have you ever gotten around somebody and you just get worked up. Your heart start pumping, your hair starts standing up on your arms when you see them coming. You know, let me know in the chat. Have you ever experienced anybody like that? That when you see them coming, you'll be like, it just gets rid of your peace. When they come, they actually take the peace away from you. Their spiritual wellness is not all it's cracked up to be in that moment. Maybe they're having a bad day or something. Okay. But you're supposed to have softness. Light has softness. We are light. We should have softness. And I equate softness to peace. We should emit peace. When you come around people, they should be happy. They should feel peaceful. They should know that when you come, you're bringing goodness with you, not stress. Okay. So you're not going to be peaceful all the time. I'm not peaceful all the time. Sometimes I raise the roof. Okay. I'm just keeping it real. Sometimes I raise the roof. Okay. But that doesn't mean I'm going to not strive to be peaceful and give people peace. You know, I told my son the other day, I said, people don't understand that you catch flies, you catch more bees, not flies, you catch more bees with honey. You catch more bees with honey. You give people their flowers while they can smell them. There was a study. You all, you ever did that game? What's the name of that game? I always tell the study. Where you got to hurry up and put the pieces in there before it pop. What's the name of that game, y'all? Perfection. I think it's called Perfection. You have to put the pieces in there before it go, and you be like, ah, you know. So playing Perfection, it was this study. And they had these people playing that perfection game. You know, it's already stressful. And they had somebody yelling in their ear, hurry up, you're taking too long. Put it over here. And the pop. And they didn't get it. Then they had another group in the study where they were talking softly and peacefully in the person's ear and whispering motivation. You can do it. You can do it. Take your time. You got plenty of time. Go ahead. Pop. What they found was that the people who were getting the negative stuff in their ear never, ever finished the perfection game. And they did worse than the other group. They never finished and they did worse. The people who were getting the peaceful things whispered in the ear as they did the perfection game, they were finishing. They were putting more, way more than the other people that were getting the negative stuff. So scientifically, y'all, this is so important. Scientifically, it does not help somebody when you criticize them. It does not help them. I'm going to tell you that right now. Stop criticizing. If you are out there criticizing people, I want you to stop it right now. It doesn't help people to criticize them. It doesn't work scientifically. You actually make them worse. So you know how people say, oh, you need to lose weight. Look at you. You getting big. Is that helping somebody? No. Stop criticizing people, y'all. Stop. If y'all will criticize people for today, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It does not work. So if you truly want to bring people peace, you help them. You give them information. You ask them questions. You motivate them and let them know, hey, you may not have been able to do it up until this point, but I believe in you. When I was a principal and it was test time and my kids and my teachers were very stressed, I would get on the intercom and I would say, you may not believe in yourself, but just know that I believe in you. I don't know how, nobody told me how that landed on them, but I wanted to bring peace in that moment. And I'm hoping it did bring peace to them. Matter of fact, it did, because our test scores went up. So I guess it did. But what I'm saying is, be soft. Be peaceful. That is what works. Peace over criticism. Okay? All right. The next thing about light is direction. I'm looking at time. Okay. Direction. Light gives direction. Just like my little 5-year-old. He cuts the lights off and he turns this on and he's able to direct himself in a dark room. He's able to direct himself in a dark room. Light gives you direction. So are you direction for someone? Does somebody want to follow you? Are you direction? Light of the world, you. Okay, when you give people direction, you are actually teaching them and you're leading them. That's so important. That's so important. Stop saying, well, I'm not a leader. I hear people saying that I'm not a leader or I don't want to be a leader. I got news for you. Leadership is a practice. It is something you practice doing. It is an act. So anybody can be a leader because leadership is an act and anybody can have anybody following. I've seen leaders who have the title that nobody follows. And I've seen so-called followers that everybody follows. They are really the leader in the same group. You can have somebody with a title with no influence, and you can have somebody without a title with all the influence because they mastered the art of direction. Okay? So are you giving people direction? That helps with your spiritual wellness. Okay, so far we've done 4. We got 3 more. I'm going to run through these really quickly. The next quality of light is texture. Now, I like this. Light can be texture. How can light be texture? Right? So that's a quality of light that it can actually take on different textures. It can feel different. You know how you have a candle? This candle light feels very different from this spotlight. These are 2 different textures of light. Okay? So when I think of texture, I think of feeling. How do people feel when they get around you? What feeling do you give people when you come around? Remember, you got to shine like a light on a hill. When you see a light on the hill, you know that it draws you to it. So how are you making people feel? How are you making yourself feel, first of all? Do you have an inner critic? Do you have an inner critic? Because whatever that inner critic is going to come out on somebody else. I'm just going to let you know right now. I hate to tell you, if you don't think you're beautiful, you're going to project ugliness outside of yourself. And how do you think this is going to make other people feel? They're going to feel awkward. They're going to be like, I met people say, oh, don't take no pictures of me. I'm so ugly. Okay, that made me feel awkward when you say that. Okay, so work on yourself. Work on managing your emotions. A lot of people say, Keisha, you're always happy. No, I'm not. That's a lie. I'm not always happy, but I know how to manage my emotions. Yes, I do. I'm very good at managing my emotions. So manage your emotions so that your intent and your impact can line up. People can feel you. They feel your energy. They feel your energy without you even saying anything. They can feel you. How are people feeling your light? Are they feeling light or are they feeling darkness? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. Texture. What is your texture? Okay. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about salt and light. We're going through the 7 qualities of light. So far, I have talked about 5 of them: intensity, color, softness, direction, and texture. I got 2 more. The next thing is coverage. Light covers. Hi, Mom Candy. Good morning. Light colors. You all please hit that like button so you can let YouTube know that this video is worth watching. We're talking about spiritual wellness, and a lot of people need that, y'all. A lot of people need that right now, y'all. So coverage. Light covers. Wow. The light in this room covers. When it's dark in here and I hit the light, it covers the room. Light covers. What does it mean to cover something? It means to protect. You should be a protector. You should be a coverer. You should be like a blanket thrown over someone. Are you protecting people, or are you making them feel vulnerable? Are you protecting them, or are you making them feel vulnerable? Now, we are good protectors of children. Children are protected a lot, except for, if you I just think people who don't like kids are just evil, because they're the most vulnerable people on earth. I mean, they're at, they're at your discretion, children, and they trust unconditionally. So if you harm the least of us, children, I just think that's evil. So most of us protect kids. Most of us protect kids. But how many of us are just protectors of humanity? How many of us really protect ourselves in a positive way? If you don't know how to protect yourself, you can't possibly know how to protect others and protecting humanity. You protect humanity by shining your light, by advocating for things. This is a great time. I see a lot of people on the news and everything. They're advocates. They're advocates for Black Lives Matter. They're advocates for children. They're advocates for the elderly. Advocate for something. It's time. If you haven't done it in the past, I hear people say, I always wanted to work with homeless people. It's time. Cover them. You do not have to, and people think, well, I've never been homeless before, but I have a strong pull towards homeless people. Okay, that's fine. You do not have to have the experience of the people that you are drawn to. You just have to have that longing to cover them. You have to have that longing to cover them. That's it. That's all you have to have. Very simple. So who would you like to cover in this world? Light. Who would you like to cover? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Somebody out there needs you. Somebody out there needs you. Okay? And the last thing I want to talk about, the last quality of light, y'all, which I love this one. The last quality of light, the last quality that you should have is movement. Light moves. Light is action. And light changes things. I'm going to say that again. Light is movement. Light is action. And light changes things. Woo! That's what I want you to do. In my book, I have a whole chapter in here about change. And I talk about how change is universal. I talk about how change is necessary and change is constant. And then I said, wait a minute, that's light. Wait, change is universal, change is constant, change is necessary, but that's the same quality as light. You have to be a changer, a world changer. You have to do some action to have that spiritual wellness. You can't sit on your gifts. You can't sit on your talents. You can't sit on your advocacy. You have to be a person of action. So I'm going to charge you today to act. What action are you going to take, being that you are the salt and the light of the world? Woo! And when I'm the salt and the light, when I season and flavor the world, when I enact all my qualities of light, then my wellness is fulfilled. Then my wellness is fulfilled. Thank you so much, Vicki and Theodore Linda, for putting all the qualities of light. Those are your qualities. Look at those qualities that Theodore Linda put in there. Those are your qualities. You are the light of the world. Go forth. Go forth. Salt the world. Give it your light. Don't hide yourself. God made you. He created you. The ultimate creator deemed you worthy of being here today. As I close, I think about the pandemic and how I felt at the beginning of the pandemic and how I felt regret. Could my husband fall victim? Should I fall victim? Should my kids fall victim? What didn't I do in this world that I should have done? What didn't I do in this world that I should have done, y'all? And now that we have the vaccine, we got the shot. We shoot your shot. We all got the shot. Do we still feel like that? Or are we taking advantage of this life? Don't take advantage of your life. Be the salt and the light of the world. It's your calling. It's your gift. It's why you are here. It's why you're still here after a worldwide pandemic. Thank you, Vicki. I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all know I love y'all. I love y'all. I know sometimes I feel like I'm talking hard, but I love y'all. I love y'all. And I want the best for you. So we are going to continue this series next week. But it's going to be a little fun. It's going to be fun next week. I'll probably bring one of my friends on, and we're going to talk about like all our spiritual wellness stuff we have and stuff. So come back next week. We're going to do some little fun with our spiritual wellness, okay? Thank you. And I will see you next week. Today is Self-Love Saturday. Go love on yourself. And guess what? Go be some salt and light. Go love on somebody else. Let them see your smile. Let them hear your laugh. Go out and say hello to people, okay? Pay for somebody's food. Get in a Dunkin' Donuts line and go give somebody a free cup of coffee, okay? Self-Love Saturday. Increase your spiritual wellness, and I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.